What I'm about to say is very opinionated and very arguable. So if you can't stand other people's opinions or you a stuck-up asshole, you can leave right now. I understand we're all not perfect and we all make mistakes. However, what we must realize is that it is a mistake and that we should stop doing it for our own good. Not try to justify the bad shit we do with idiocy. Nowadays you hear a lot of people saying, oh, she's a smut, but I mean, you can't really judge her because maybe she just had trauma, maybe she was raped as a child, so I guess that's why she's a smut, to seek comfort. Bitch, you better find some other kind of comfort. No offense, I know rape is a serious topic, but if you got raped by a dick, why would you want to go after more dozens of men? That's what I don't understand. And then we got other people that say, oh, he's a gangbanger and he sells drugs and he kills people and he robs people, but it's only because he didn't grow up with a dad and his dad left him and he didn't really have anyone around him. Listen, I understand bad shit happens, but bad shit happens to everyone, alright? Just because you went through something traumatic or just because you're suffering, it doesn't mean you have to make everyone else suffer. Just because someone went through child trauma doesn't mean that they have to fuck up the rest of the world. A girl being molested at a young age does not justify her going out and being a smut. Because I could name about a dozen names right now of friends of mine that have had traumatic experiences as a child with sexual abuse. And they're not smuts, they're not going out and being sloozy. I know guys that have been through the worst situations in their home. Being hit as a child neglect. Having their fathers and siblings locked up in jail, and you know what they did? They took every problem that they had as an obstacle and overcame it, because that's the point of an obstacle. It's an obstacle because you're supposed to get over it. See, I believe that God assigns the toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. And you obviously lost the battle if you're gonna let the obstacle just become a burden of hate on your shoulders and you become a delinquent. This is just my opinion. But I feel like that you should take every bad moment in your life and try to make it empower you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stop taking all of these problems and all these bad situations and you're letting it get to you. You're making it like a burden on top of your shoulders. Something bad happens to you and right away you want to carry all that hate with you for the rest of your life. Everything in life is an experience to learn from. Everyone goes through shit. Bad shit happens to good people. And that's just the cold truth of life. You can't sit here blaming anyone. It's funny because everyone will start to blame God and everyone else besides the actual person that actually raped them, or besides the actual person that killed their dad, or whatever the hell traumatic situation happened in their lives. I'm not perfect. I've led people on. I've broken some hearts. I've disrespected my parents. I've made my friends feel bad. I've done plenty of other shit that normal people do. But I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit myself and say, oh, it's okay, please don't judge me. I only do all of this because I was heartbroken as a freshman in high school. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna own up to it and I'm gonna say, listen, I do all this bad shit because shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit just happens. Humans are pretty fucked up. We do some terrible shit. But stop bullshitting yourself. Don't try to justify it with traumatic situations that happened to you as a child, alright? And that whole don't judge me bullshit, please. We all judge each other even if we won't admit it. Girl tells you she has a boyfriend every week. Aren't you gonna judge her and say that she's a little bit easy? I mean, sure, it wouldn't stop you from being friends with her, or it wouldn't stop you from liking her. But you're still gonna judge her with a label. It's human instinct. It's just like when you're walking down the street and you see a group of thugs sagging their pants and they all look like they're drug dealing. You're probably gonna think to yourself, walking down this sidewalk is probably not the best route to take to the corner store now, is it? And that right there is judging them. It's a fucking human instinct. We all judge. Get over it. If you don't want to be judged as a gangster, don't advertise yourself as a gangster. If you don't want to be judged as a slut, stop advertising yourself like you're a slut. Stop with the whole don't judge me bullshit. You can't expect to act like a slut and treat yourself like a slut and not even respect your own self and then expect other men to respect you as a lady. Things just don't work out that way. I'm fucking sorry. As for everyone that keeps rushing me with the My Way episode 3 and the whole Quantum part 2, listen, it takes time. I got other shit to do. So you know what? I'm not doing that shit. I'ma break your feckin' legs if you ask me again. I'll do that shit on my time. But for right now, I don't give a fuck what you think. All you girls out there that started being bitches just because of one dude breaking your heart, stop being a fucking pussy.